Why would I put your opinion over my own? It's me. Hey Glam Gang, welcome back to my channel. That was a lot. Let's start that again. Hey Glam Gang, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marley. If you are new, and if not, bitch, this is my hair. This is my hair. Look at me. Today's video is sponsored by Ali Grace Hair. Shout out to them because in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to be bold. Y'all already know I got off topic, maybe ranting a little bit, sharing just personal experiences. I didn't write a script or anything like that. I just want it to be raw emotion, like raw from the heart, you know, cause whatever. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I was dragging it. Okay, so these are the things that came with the Ali Grace hair. Beautiful hair. Like, you guys are gonna say I'm upset. I mean, you already saw it. So I'm mixing 30 developer and some bleach. Everything I believe is from Sally's, but you can get all this shit from Amazon, and coating it real nicely. I did pluck it a little bit. I feel like I'm really getting good at plucking too. So, but yeah. I'm using all Bedhead products, Superstar thickening spray, the thickening cream, and then this is a heat protectant. You guys, y'all have to get that because it just makes your hair so silky soft. Like this, like triple threat of a combo, chef's kiss. Moving on to installing the wig, I am putting on my wig cap. I'm using Ghost Bond glue. Oh, this is when I realized I did not cut the ear part off of my wig. So when I do that, I have to work very quickly. I need to stop doing that. You can see the knots are over bleached, but I actually kind of like it like that. And I don't put any makeup or anything on it because the lace tint just does what it needs to do. Clearly, I'm obsessed with this shit. It's linked down below if you guys want to get it. And then I'm just like smoothing it down and like, you know, voila. Hey guys, so I just took off the this thing and then I changed because that just wasn't a vibe. I'm in this cute little lingerie set from Betty Page Lingerie. We love that. And I am wearing the Sacred Noir heart, and then I'm putting a little bit of what's this, just makeup in the hairline. But yeah, love how this turned out. I love this. It looks so natural. Oh, fuck, I'm out of battery. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this lace tint mousse, but on this side. Cause like, look at this side. I mean, it's still a vibe. I also over bleached the knots just a little bit. But like, look at how this side looks, right? Like, don't this look, okay. I'll be right back. For today's diamond, I am taking heroin and I'm just gonna put that in the brows. Today we're doing a very minimal, very minimal look today. Cause that's just how I'm feeling. Oh, that's so pretty. Just like a little sliver. I'm gonna go in with Hopeless Romantic. Let's do this like top row, cause that's the vibe. And then for my nose, I like to just go like this. Okay, I can't show you guys my eyeliner, and then of course I'm gonna pop on Siren lashes. Right now my lashes are buy one get one free, and then we can get into today's topic and do our hair. Hold on. Oh, my eyes started watering, and then all of a sudden I blinked and it's a smoky eye. So but it's fine. We're okay. It's fine. Why is this so poofy back here? Okay, so we're just gonna do some simple waves. Okay, so to get into today's, can you see my nipples? No. If y'all can see how she's looking at me. Lily, it's not time. Stop. No, it's not time. You don't own me. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about how to be bold, but not only be bold, but own it, right? And I feel like this is something that I can, I could actually weigh in and put my 2 cents on. But before I start, I want y'all to know that like, this is not something like being bold or like having your really stepping into your own is not something that's going to happen to you overnight. Like this is something like me, for example, I'm going to be using myself as an example a lot. Hello, Doug, because why not? Who I am today is not, I did not wake up like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not, where's my fucking coat? Who you see me as today, like even my nails, which I'm like, can you tell I'm obsessed? They're like daggers. They look so good. I thought having long nails was like not even a quarter of what I have right now. And for me to be able to be rocking these fucking nails and still like living my life and running my shit and doing everything that I need to do, like that, it takes time. So the first thing, and feel free to take notes. The first thing I'll say is you have to find out, what is it that makes you unique? Is it your style, your music taste, how you do your hair? What makes you stand out? What is it that you say to yourself every day? Like, man, like can't nobody tell me about this. Like, I am so in love with this. I want to live this out loud to the fullest, and I don't want to hear anything about it. Like, are you really good at cooking, baking? Have you realized you're a bomb-ass photographer? Like, what? Oh, my hair look good. What is your superpower? Like, what do you feel like your superpower is, right? And I think mine has always just been self-expression. Like, if I could put it into a category, that's what it would be. I think that I'm just an artist and I operate my life in that way. So I found out that what makes me unique is my creativity and how I can put my art into my everyday life, right? So find out what makes you unique. And it might take you a moment. It might take you, yeah, I do like this about myself, but that's not what I want to live out loud in. I love true crime, right? When I was a little girl, well, not when I was a little girl, before I was even born, my mom wanted me to be a lawyer. She was going to come to America and she was going to have a daughter that was a lawyer. And then when I grew up and she saw how smart I was, and just like my ability to get my way and things like that. So since birth, I have been studying law and not even realizing it too. If I decided, okay, I'm done being an artist, I could totally go to law school. I can be a detective. I could be, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to do that. That's not how I want to live my life, even though I totally could. And maybe one day I will. You know what? Y'all just call me if y'all need something to be figured out. If your nigga cheating on you, I'ma tell you. No, I'm kidding. My hair feels amazing. Okay, I want to keep the middle part, but I want to do, you guys look at my lace too. Like I've been getting so, she's a wig girl. Anyway, back to the topics. I'm just going to be using Bedhead and then we're going to use my Paul Mitchell. I've had this for probably, this is disgusting how long I've had this, maybe like 7 years. So second thing I want to tell you guys is the art of small steps. I was reading poetry on Tumblr. I'm telling y'all Tumblr never left for me, but please get back on Tumblr. Even if you don't post or anything, like it's such a mecca of divine information, but like from your peers. And I love reading like reposted poetry or quotes. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. I read this thing, I don't know what to call it. It was like, please teach me the art of small steps, which is so true. I'm gonna insert a picture of me right here, which is when I really decided that I wanted to be glamorous. You know, it's one thing to, I wanna look good, I wanna look pretty, I wanna look this, I wanna look that. This was the deciding, not the day, but it like the vibe in that moment where I was just like, I want to be glamour, right? But I want to do it my way. And I want to be, you know, the amongst the Morticias and the Vampiras and the all that stuff. Not, you know, I never thought I would get like here right now, but like, y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to be glamorous in my own way. And during this time, especially, I would always not hear, but the impression was glamour, like, is not, you can't be gothic and glamorous. You can't be dark and glamorous. Like, the two just don't collide. Glamour was always associated with like the 1950s or pinup, or even like the early 90s, early 2000s, even like, or like the new Hollywood glam, like Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, like people like that. That's a really shitty pin curl, but it's fine. Wow, it is. That's not a curl. It's fine. I don't care. And to add to that too, the art of delusion. I really thought, I mean, not to say I wasn't, but I really thought that I was doing it. Like, I was like, oh, I'm getting my nails done so long. My nails are so long. Girl, if I could see my nails today, back then, I'd be like, bitch, you have lost your fucking mind. How are you living? Like, if I could see my lashes, how I do my makeup, how I wear my hair, the way that I dress, the way that I live my life, like, if I didn't start then, I would not be here. If I didn't start like me, like, yeah, I read and write poetry that's like my safe haven and literally saves my life every day. But if I didn't, you know, that day in AP literature and we started reading Edgar Allan Poe, if I didn't take that personal time to research dark poetry, I would not, you know, be where I am today with it. You have to start and be committed where you are. You really do. And I mean like committed. Like you gotta marry yourself and what your purpose is, or what you feel like your purpose is in life. And it could be anything. Like I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be owning a business and doing makeup. It could just be whatever it is. It could be being a mother. You love being a mother, you love kids. Start where you are. If you want to have that, like that family or whatever, not or whatever. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. But like, if you want, like, start where you are, write it down, be committed to it, look at it every day. Oh no, let me not. Should I talk about this? I don't want to get emotional. So me and Alicia from Bet Noir were planning a fashion show. And I remember, like, I'm going to have another video about this too, about like what I've been doing and all the shadow work and, you know, when I was sick and all like the shit that I've been going through this past, oh, that's ugly. Hey, why does it look like this? Just everything that I've been going through these past couple of months, but what am I trying to do? Damn. But I remember when I couldn't get this, honestly, I'm going to save this for a whole nother video, but I'm going to touch on it real quick. I remember when I couldn't get into fashion school, and instead of me just like, oh, well, giving up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to cosmetology school and I still studied fashion. I still wanted to work in fashion. I still wanted to work in fashion. And I remember, why is it? I don't care. I remember the day, if I find this picture, I'll prop it up here too. It might not be like a good picture, but I ordered Alexander McQueen, who is like my fashion father. He's like, I just love him so much. I remember ordering Alexander McQueen. Should I do this one first? I remember, can I see the nipple? Oh my God. I remember ordering Alexander McQueen's Savage Beauty, and I ripped out the pages and I plastered it all over my room. My childhood bedroom was my mood board. Like, I'm honestly, I would do it now if I could. I mean, I can, but like, you get what I'm saying. My not childhood, teenage bedroom was my mood board. And I remember at that particular time, I was done with beauty school. I just didn't know what the next step in my life was, you know, but I still loved fashion. And I remember posting the pictures, and then I took Kevin McQuan, who was he was a famous makeup artist, and I took all his pictures out of his book and I put them all over my walls, and I looked at them every day and I said, one day I'm going to make clothes and I'm going to make makeup. I don't know how, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how, but every single day I looked at the people that inspired me, and you don't even realize like how your subconscious, like when you decide to commit to something, and even if you don't know how it's going to happen or what to do or whatever, the fact that you're like, I want this, there's going to be a shift in you. There really is. There really fucking is. Because let me tell you, I really thought that it was never going to happen for me. But I was like, either way, I love fashion. What am I doing? I love fashion. I love clothes. I love style. I love, you know what I'm saying? I love what I love. And even if it doesn't, I'm still going to indulge myself in this, you know, like even whatever, I love it so much. And you never know when that opportunity is going to come for you to be bold and own it, right? Delusion. No, I'm kidding. Next thing, or step number 3, I should say. And this is a question I get, oh my God, so much. I get this more than anything, y'all, in my DMs, in my emails, all the time. How do you deal with family mostly, right? Family, and just like the outside world, like the negative perception of you want to own being alternative or gothic or just being different. Like, how do you, and let me tell you this, especially to the people who want to be influencers or you want to be famous, you want to move to LA. If you cannot handle the backlash, not even the backlash, but just like the negative criticism in your small town, don't quit your day job, okay? Like, if you cannot handle your mom looking at you up and down because you decided to wear what you wanted to wear that day, you don't want it for real. Sorry, I know you can see like my... You've got to get comfortable with yourself, and you've got to like... You can't back down, you know? Like, I remember when I wanted to get... this is not working. I remember when I wanted to get my, when I wanted a tattoo at 16, and I knew my mom wasn't going for it, but at the same time, like, this is something, oh no, I have to redo this, it's so ugly. I was like, this is something that I want. Like, I wanted to be an individual so bad. I basically gave her an ultimatum. I said, you can either take me to go get this tattoo. I was 16, by the way, too. Or was I 17? One of those. I wasn't old enough to get it by myself. I said, you can either take me to go get this, or I'm going by myself, and I'm getting my tongue pierced, which I ended up getting like a year later. But still, like, you need to realize this is your life. One day, your family is not going to be there. One day, especially now, that's another thing too, I'll talk about in my next video. Like, it's literally you against the world. One day your parents aren't going to be there. One day you, like, who are you? You know, I'm like, who are you? What do you like? Like, who do you want to be? And if you can only list the things that your parents or your family want you to be, then that's not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to figure out who you are and own it. I put on a shoe and I step out my house, or I, just put it on the internet, and there's people who are like, oh, this is ugly, this is whatever. You gotta like not give a fuck. Like, the art of not giving a fuck too. Like, write that down. The art of not giving a fuck will transcend into you not backing down. You gotta put it embedded in your mind. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you, anybody that know me, you will never meet a bitch that don't give a fuck like me. Why would I put your opinion over my own? It's me. Another example I want to give is when I first started like doing cosplays, when I first started posting like makeup looks on myself and not like clients or like bridal or anything, like on me, and like the makeup that I like to do, and the makeup, like, I call this like my makeup rock star era, because I was really doing some crazy ass looks. To me right now anyway, right now I'm in my more like glamour era, but I'm in my more like, chic era. Well, I've always been chic. Anyways, and I remember I would get like, oh, this isn't goth, this isn't this isn't that, like, what are you doing, and all this other stuff. And I'm not gonna hold you, for a quick minute, I did kind of question and contemplate, like, maybe I'm not, like, maybe I'm not goth, maybe I'm not a rock star, maybe I'm not as punk rock or as alternative, or as, maybe I'm not even, like, maybe I remember this one day, I can't remember what look it was, but somebody wrote underneath, like, this isn't goth, this is goth, right? And it was a picture of, actually, I'm not going to say who it is. It's a picture of this one. She's this very popular goth girl, and of course she's white, and she's more like trad goth. She's more like traditional, like 80s. And I remember looking at it, and like, no shade to Miss Girl, no shade, absolutely not. I actually like her look a lot. But I'm like, that's not me. I'm like, she looks good, but she don't look like this. Like, she's not on the type of time that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? And none of these are staying. This is a conspiracy. And this kind of started like me like clapping back at people, because I didn't usually I would clap back at people who were like just talking shit about me, but not necessarily like this was different. This hit home a lot because I'm like, this is like my art, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I remember saying back to them, I was like, why would I want to look like that? Why would I want to look like that when I look like me? When I tell you, oh my God, like, the response was so, like, I'm just so happy I said that. As bold and raw and uncensored as I am, I really do pick and choose when to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this also was a time where, like, wasn't a lot of alternative people just putting themselves out there, Black people especially, and now we run the internet. Isn't that crazy? But just like the response of like, you bitch, I know that's right. You let her know, like, you tell her, like, I'm so happy that like I didn't back down. Like, I'm so happy I like held my own in a way that was just so authentic to me. I don't go back and forth with people, especially now, today. You really, if you think that I'm gonna go back and forth with you, you're out of your mind. But I don't go back and forth with people. You start it, I'm gonna finish it. I don't want to say this is a cultural thing, but like I can be very insulting. Like if you piss me off, I will give you a true Ghanaian, African, West African insult. Like the way that I will insult you if you play with me is just ridiculous. Like, bitch, I will say some shit to you that will keep you up at night. Especially on the internet too, I really have to watch like my temper, because who the fuck are you talking to? I'm getting off topic. But anyways, don't back down. Don't back down from your family. Listen, like I said before, I have 2 Ghanaian parents, okay? One thing that they know how to do, this needs to be a whole thing. One thing that they know how to do is talk, okay? Too damn much. But like at the end of the day, like what are your parents gonna do? Like, are you going to jail because you want to get your nose pierced? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna get arrested? Are they gonna kick you out the house? And I mean, granted, some parents will, you know, if you want to wear more provocative clothing, if you want to listen to a certain type of music, but if it's going to be detrimental to your happiness, you need to own who you are and you need to not back down. I don't know if I've said this on my channel before, but I was not allowed to listen to like hip hop and R&B. I was not allowed to watch BET, not because it was an African American thing, but because of the stigmatization, is that a word? Is the stigmatization of the music. You know, my parents didn't want me to view myself like that. You know, they didn't want me to be like a sexual object. They did not want me to listen to music that had cursing and things like that. Like when I tell you I was a little happy-go-lucky church girl, yeah, but I loved by the time I discovered Bone Thugs and Harmony, wasn't nobody going to stop me from listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Nobody was going to stop me from listening to 3 6 Mafia. Nobody was going to stop me from listening to Lil' Kim. You just can't give a fuck. I tell my mom all the time. My mom be like, don't wear that. Don't worry about it. Like I will look my mom in the face and be like, don't worry about it. Like, it's not about you. Your family always it's just a control thing, and it sucks because you want your family to love and support you. You want your friends to love and support you. You want your peers, you want your neighborhood, you want your town, you want your what's it called? Mutuals. You want them to love and support you, but at the end of the day, it's not about them. It's about you, and you are the queen, king, they, them of your universe. And what you say goes, which goes into my next thing. You have to, this might be like, I don't know, maybe because I'm a business owner now. What is happening to my hair? I know y'all are laughing at me. Ooh, I know y'all are laughing at me. This is not even what. Okay. It's fine. Oh, this makes me want to do. No, I'm committed to the middle part. This is such a mess. I'm very intrigued to see how this is going to play out. What was I saying? You really are the boss of your life, and what you say is law. And y'all gotta learn that nobody can really tell y'all what to do. My thing is like when I ever like have some self-doubt, or I'm just like, oh no, I can't do that, or I can't name a product this, or I can't tweet that, I can't put that as my caption. And I'm always like, who's gonna stop me? Like who's going to like, I mean, yeah, granted I could go to jail and I could get canceled, and you know what I'm saying? But like, if I'm not really genuinely hurting anybody, what is the big deal? Like, what is the problem? What's the problem? Like, why are you concerned? Basically what I'm saying is your word is law. Whatever you pray for and you manifest for is for you and for you only. Like, I really want y'all to get into the habit of you are your own religion. You need to be your own personal Jesus. You need to find people that have the same like
vibe that you have that are, maybe more upper echelon, and see what they are committed to. You know what I'm saying? What rules and laws do they abide by? My thing is always, how you gonna tell me what to do? Do you pay my bills? Do you, like, especially with men, like, I'm like, would you think because you put your dick in me, you could tell me what to do? Like, you're crazy. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. Your life is your life. That's it. Like, it doesn't belong to anyone else but you. And maybe the government. But that's fine. Do I know what I'm doing? Don't. We gonna see. And then for lip, I'm gonna do Apocalypse, Goth Majesty, and Death of Venus. And this gloss. I don't know, I did a really pretty nude lip on TikTok. So I'm gonna recreate that. I think it was this gloss. Was it this gloss? Or was it this gloss? No. Or was it this gloss? The Battle of Dior's. No. Which gloss was it? No, it wasn't this gloss, even though this would be really pretty. We're gonna see. Last thing, and this is the most important thing, right? That I'm gonna say, but hold on. Life is too short to be unhappy just because you're too afraid of what might happen or what others might think, or shame or guilt or the what if, or you gotta let go of fear and embarrassment. I started making glitters, right? Acting like they were diamonds. Like, do you know how delusional, like literal delusion, people in my fucking hometown thought that I was? Like, this, like, what is this girl doing? Like, this girl is at home making these stupid ass videos, singing songs. Like, you've got to let go of the fear and the embarrassment. Senior year of high school, I had, honestly, this was more of a manipulation tactic to get my friends to skip school with me. But I would always say, fate loves the fearless. And I think I have it on my, no, it's, I will be damned if I let fear decide my fate. Yes, it's on my affirmation cards. I will be damned if I let fear decide my fate. And you really will be. I cannot tell you how nervous or scared or like, I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like, especially, okay, my last sponsorship for the lingerie company I've been working for, I realized I can't talk bad about them anymore. But I have one more post and I'm done. My very first gig this year was with Spencer's and Playboy. And let me tell you, if my dad knew, I don't know if he knows now, but if he knew I was modeling for Playboy, he would go to an early grave. Also, like burlesque too. I think I've said on my channel too that I'm going to be starting soon. Just some lessons and stuff like that. Look, I'm getting modest now as I'm talking about being naked online. Even though I got my family's blessing for that, my family knows that, like, I would have did it anyways. I wanted to do it because I wanted to conquer my sexuality, which is, again, a whole nother video. I've got to do that. I've got to talk about that. But I wanted to conquer my sexuality. I've been at war with my body. I've been at war with femininity. Just, the dark femme fatale, like I've been at war with that. And this year, I really feel like I've conquered that. But it's because I chose to take an opportunity that was handed to me. It's something that I never thought that I would be able to do. I never thought that I would be modeling for Playboy and Adam and Eve. And like, never, because I was always so scared to present myself and showcase my sexuality in a way that was comforting and powerful to me. When you conquer your fears, when you do something that makes you a little bit uncomfortable, and I'm not saying go out and be reckless, right? But when you do something that you want to do and it's gonna make you a little bit uncomfortable, you've got to just go for it. Like, just Nike, you just got to do it. Like, don't think about it too much, because your fate is on the opposite side of fear, right? I'm so not, I don't want to say scared, but like my poetry and like the poems and the quotes and the songs that I write, I'm so scared that people are going to be like, oh my God, lock her up. She's crazy. She's, you know what I'm saying? But like, I can't let that dictate my art. You know, I can't let that dictate like how I live my life. Because if that was the case, I'd still be back home. I'd still be in my room, miserable, probably blasting the Grateful Dead. Y'all don't even know. I would go hang out with my friends and we would listen to like Gucci Man and like shit like that. And then I would go home and lock myself in my room and read Shakespeare and listen to the Grateful Dead. Nobody knew I was doing that. And I wish I would have just showcased that more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could have started all of this way earlier. Like, I'm talking about like MySpace days, right? Even though I was more like boho, bohemian, emo, something. But I wish, oh, I'm not doing my makeup. But because I was so scared about what my hometown would think, and, you know, my family already thought, you know, oh my God, this girl, she's all over the place. You know, I was so scared to really live in my truth fully, like fully. And, you know, now I look back and I'm like, damn, like, why did I give a fuck so much? And that's one thing too, like, you want to live a life with no regrets. Like me, I'm at a point now where when I'm 50, by, you know, God's grace, if I make it to 50, I don't want to look back at like, damn, I was 30 in my prime looking good. I could have did burlesque. I could have made music. I could have made more products. I could have been in Sephora during the pandemic, and Hot Topic would have hit me up and I could have been like, no girl, Hot Topic, who do you think you are? Like, you can't do that. Even though like that, again, too, another video for another day. The process of that put me in such a depression, like, because I'm like, I don't know any of these things. I don't have UPCs. I make stuff. I make stuff and I put it on and I wear it and I feel good and I send it to people and they wear it and they feel good and we're just in our own little delusional fantasy world and it's fine. I never would have thought I would be in retailers, never. Like, do you know how crazy that is? I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia. My life now, like, I could not imagine how depressed and miserable I would be if I kept that mindset of, nah, I can't do that. That's too bold. That's too bold. That's too out there. That's too crazy. I can't do that. Like, I could not imagine. Okay, let me finish my lip. Lip is on. I ended up using, is it this one? The Dior Mirrored. But look at how pretty. Everything will be listed down below. I really hope that y'all get what I'm saying and this just wasn't like a rant. I didn't want to write like a script. I really wanted this to be like from my heart. I really wanted this to be just real and authentic and from my heart, because that's the only way that I know how. What is going on here? That's the only way I know how to be. Ah! I want volume. Ooh. Okay, I'm scared about this part. I hope this doesn't look crazy. Bitch, where am I going? Money? How do I want to wear this? Like this? Is this a vibe? Is this a vibe? Okay, you guys are gonna see me experimenting more with like more like glamorous hairstyles. See, you see how that just looked. What's going on over here? And this looks good like behind my hair too. Okay, I like this side, so let's lock this down, right? So we're gonna do like this. And again, I just want y'all to know that like any bold decision that you make, you're 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna regret it unless you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. Ew, I sounded like, oh my God, I'm turning into a mother. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, I have lipstick on too. She's so classy. Okay, you guys, that is it. Y'all, look at my rose wall is under construction, okay? Because I'm planning something that y'all have been asking me for so long to do. Sorry, my camera died. Look at my sad ass fucking Christmas tree in the back. Okay, what was I doing? Did I say all that I needed to say? I think so. Be you, do you. Bitches is always gonna talk shit, period. I also wanna say that being bold doesn't have to be like this. If old Marley, if Michelle could see Marley Bloodrose today, even I would have been like, there's no way. I'm gonna evolve into that, there's no way. The art of small steps, I promise you. Start where you are today. Commit to it and love it. And if people laugh at you, they laugh at you. Just, it's all gonna pass. Like we're all just, like life is just a sequence of passing moments. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that I would get embarrassed for in high school would not even faze me today. Like not even a little bit. So that's all I have to say. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Shout out to Allie Grace hair. Like this is absolutely like stunning. The lace, oh my God, you guys, the lace tint, I will link it below. Get it, buy it. It's really going to, I mean, the lace was phenomenal, but the lace tint, like, bitch, I wish somebody would tell me that this is a wig. This is my hair. This is my hair. Bitch, this is my hair. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye. I love you.